So low ticket subscriptions, low ticket offers, or high ticket offers. I get asked this a lot, especially from early stage coaches who are still figuring out their business model. And I've experimented with all of the above, and I can tell you a personal story. The short answer is I think high ticket is superior when you're first getting started for a number of reasons. But I will share with you these other models and why I would stay away from them if you're just getting started as a coach. So first of all, when I launched my coaching business last year, 6 months in, I launched a subscription for $500 a month just to test it out and see. The idea was like, oh, I'll get recurring revenue. It's a low barrier price entry compared to the value of the coaching. And if you get 10, 20 clients, you have at least a baseline revenue of like 5 to 10K per month. And that was my thinking at the time. So I launched this program after having a very small audience. So for one, if you have a small audience, this doesn't work very well. And if you don't have a very engaged audience, this also doesn't work very well. And I learned that lesson the hard way. So what happened was I ended up getting one person enrolled in the subscription after doing a promo for a few weeks. And after about 5 months, she ended up churning out, but she got a ton of value in the meantime. And the point of all this is that when you're just getting started, let's look at this from two angles. One, you launch a subscription for like $500 a month, or you have some low ticket product offer to get people on the first step of your value ladder, say. Now, for one, getting the person to the point of making a buying decision is already a long journey. So by the time they get there, you really want to maximize your earning potential on that client. And for two, if you have a subscription, people churn out. It's just what happens. And a lot of times people churn out after 3 months, even if the coaching is really good. They make the commitment, and then for whatever reason, 3 months, things change. So let's say even at like a $500 a month price point, you had that person in your coaching program for 3 months, you made $1,500, and then they disappeared, and now you're back to having a small audience and trying to constantly enroll people in this like $500 a month low ticket program. So that's pretty tough because it's hard to build momentum, it's hard to build revenue, it's hard to invest your time and money back into the business when you're not making a lot of it. So this is the reality of subscriptions and low ticket offers when you're first getting started. And if you just have a low ticket offer, what happens is people make that buying decision. They buy your low ticket and they might not buy more. So you've kind of, I don't want to say burned that opportunity, but they've made an investment and they might not take the next step with you. So low ticket, you've created a purchase, you've created a conversion, but they might not keep going. The same is true with subscriptions where, you make a little bit of recurring revenue and it is hard to get it beyond a certain point unless you have a big audience already. So with that same amount of effort, on the flip side, you have high ticket. So let's say you're charging, $3,000, $5,000, $8,000 or more for your coaching. What will happen is, as people go through your nurture process, as you grow your audience, as they get in your funnel, when they're ready to become a client, the price is less of a factor. So let's say someone's consumed your content for 6 months and then they're ready for a call with you and they want to sign up. If you have a $500 offer per month, not only is your LTV, your lifetime value, going to be lower because they probably will churn out eventually, but you're missing out on the upside of having that high ticket program and earning what you deserve to earn. So with high ticket, let's say you charge $5,000 for a 3-month program or 6-month program. At $500 a month, if they stay for 3 months, you would have made $1,500. At $5,000 for 3 months, you make $5,000. Your LTV is much higher, and as a side effect, your client is more bought into your coaching. Because if they're only paying, a low ticket price or $500 a month, they're not going to care that much, as sad as that is to say. They're not going to be that motivated, and they'll listen to you and they'll get value from the calls and they'll show up. But ultimately, the difference when somebody invests thousands of dollars is like they're all in on getting that result because they've invested in themselves so much. So that's one key right there. Another is, as you grow your audience and you start with organic and then you progress to paid and you start running ads, you really want to have money to, one, get a positive return on your ad spend, and two, you also want to be able to reinvest back into the business. And so when you're running ads, you're going to need things, different softwares. You're going to need to have a decent ad budget, and you're going to bank on making 2, 3, 4x what you put in off of the ads. So if you're charging $5,000 for coaching, you can expect to put in like $2,500 of ad spend to acquire a client, maybe less, but let's just use a 2x multiplier as the baseline. So benefits of high ticket: you put in all this work to grow your audience, to get someone on a call with you who's committed, who's ready, and you really want to maximize your earning potential so that your client is bought into your coaching and your process, and you have money to reinvest back into the business. And that means you can quit your job faster, you can hit 10K months easier because it only takes 2 clients to do that at 5K. Even at 1 client, most of you could quit your jobs at that point. So the point is, high ticket, clients more invested, you have money to reinvest back into the business, you can have better experiences for your clients, and you can grow your business faster with fewer clients. Versus a subscription, if you have a small audience, you need a lot of clients early on, and it's hard to make that conversion. So the best use of your time is to start with high ticket. It's raining right now. So you start with high ticket, and then you launch into group programs. So you do high ticket one-on-one, then you keep your prices about the same. You do a group program, still charging high ticket. And once your audience is really big and you have a lot of options, then you can, I'm gonna have to get home pretty quick here, it's really coming down. So once your audience is really big, then you can roll out a low ticket offer or low ticket subscription. Let's say you take all the courses you've made on your journey of doing one-on-one and doing group coaching, and you bundle those up for like $1,000 or $2,500, or you sell a monthly subscription where people get access to the courses only and like a group coaching call on a monthly basis. Then you're able to launch that to a large audience. Like imagine your email list is like 50,000 people and you launch that to a big audience. Then you're able to really monetize on that low ticket offer and that low ticket subscription. So anyways, guys, that's my thoughts on high ticket versus low ticket. It's pretty stormy out here. I'm gonna get home and we'll see you in the next video. Thunder.